Hi, welcome back to Guessagaingaming with a final actually update on Pathfinder Kingmaker. So if you watched the last video I did, I was talking about how after the War of the River Kings it's become kind of tedious because there's no actual things to do other than little random things. You can just go to areas and see what's there, but I've been to the distant areas I can go to and I've not found much other than an odd enemy or little bits of loot. It's not much, and by the time you've gone all the way over there you've had more problems in your kingdom, although you can't solve them, and there's a lot of time to kill. I've skipped on quite a lot of days since the last video I made, but I've not progressed at all with anything other than failing quests. You've still got all these same things where you put anybody in to do it and their chance of success is 0, so you end up with this thing where you've got all these failed quests and you can't really do anything about it, which is really irritating. Failure. And like I said, it becomes kind of, I know it's a game, but I think anything in life, it becomes kind of demoralising if all you're doing is going through this thing and you fail or it's a disaster, whatever you do. And I've gone into that in the last video, so if you want to get into the bit where I explain why advisors can't do anything and how annoying that is, then you can watch that video. I'm not going to go through that again because there's no point. Anyway, the thing is this main ancient curse quest, which is the only thing really still going. There's nothing else I need to do other than things that I can't do because they're not on like the advisors tab, so I can't do these. I don't know whether I've done different things earlier. I could have done. Some regions were open to be taken over before, but now they're not, so I don't know why that is, but anyway, there's nothing I can do about it now. So really the only thing is, other than little tiny things, and I've done so many things, is to wait for this ancient quest part 7, and it's still 64 days. And I decided, as I'm not playing this game for the channel, I've said that lots of times, I'm just playing it and I'll make up little videos when I found things that I think might be helpful or interesting or not, is I've decided to not continue because I'm not enjoying it. I've skipped to about 30-40 days since I last made a video, and it obviously didn't take long because I literally just skipped. I think I did one thing, which was I did this, which is by Desna's path, so I had to go and track someone down who was a thief, but when you get there it's just, I was hoping it was going to be some really big thing that was going to open up into a whole new chapter, but actually it's just some caravan with some travellers, and one of their travellers is a thief and they want to know, can we sort it out ourselves, or will you take him into custody, or you can attack them, but basically there's nothing other than that, and whichever you do it's going to be over them. So apart from that it's nothing, and I just decided no, I'm not going to continue. I could skip on another 64 days, there'll be odd little things, my kingdom will keep crumbling. You get this thing which you get where you send somebody to talk to the villagers, and that knocks you back from crumbling to writing, and you can keep doing that, so you won't actually, your kingdom won't collapse as far as I can see, because you can keep doing this, but that's boring, to be honest. In a sense, I'd almost rather my kingdom did collapse now, because going back and just doing this one thing that succeeds when nothing else does is just a bit silly. And I don't want to skip on 64 days and just have that and failed missions and the fact I just go backwards and forwards with crumbling writing and missions I can't do anything with. So I decided I'm going to stop playing this, I'm going to uninstall it. The reasons are, number one, I'm not enjoying it at all anymore. Number two, I don't want to skip on until 64 days, that's just silly. Number three, when I do get to the end, and there obviously is an end, it's going to be the end to this curse, and the main enemy is going to reveal herself, and there's going to be something which will probably be interesting, but it won't be, because I'm already disappointed in the game and how it's going to take so long to get there, and it already has. So it will be very anticlimactic. It's like anything, isn't it? If I'm trying to think of a game. Let's look at the end of XCOM 2, when you have to go and kill the aliens on the spaceship and finally finish the war. If there was like 2 months in between when you did your last mission and then when you get to that, it would feel very anticlimactic, even though that part's really quite exciting. it would be anticlimactic. So it will be anticlimactic and disappointing, even if it's not. And I've played this game a lot. I've enjoyed everything up to the end of the War of the River Kings, and now it's just ridiculous, to be honest. So I'm going to stop playing. I will not go back to an earlier save and try again, because I've got kind of bored with doing this part of the War of the River Kings. And when you get frustrated with a game, even if it has a little bit different to it and something different happens, you're already frustrated. So what I'm going to do is I'll just uninstall this, and then at a later point, when I've kind of forgotten how disappointing this was, at the end, I'll go back to one of my earlier saves. I'm not sure how early, but earlier saves, and see if I can do stuff that will change the destiny of how this part turns out. It might not. It might always be like this. And to be honest, if it is always like this, with like months of just skipping days and there's no different thing that turns up in this time, I probably won't even finish it, because that will never be a good outcome. Or I might start it all again. I may, it depends. But maybe not, because like I said, it would be a long game to play through to get to the same end of the War of the River Kings and find that there's nothing other than skip day and little things you fail. So I'm going to uninstall this. I have got Pathfinder War of the Righteous, which I may play. I've also got Deadfire and Divinity Original Sin I've never played, because I like to always be playing a turn-based game, and I've uninstalled XCOM 2 and I've uninstalled Phantom Doctrine, because those are two that I've played and finished many times, but I go back to them because I like them, but I want to try new things. So I thought I'll always go back to those, so stop playing them for a while. So I'll play another turn-based game, whichever it might be of the ones I've mentioned, or like I said, Pathfinder War of the Righteous. But I'm gonna end this, and as soon as I finish this little video, I'm going to uninstall this, which is kind of sad, because like I said, I've really enjoyed the journey, and I really expected to enjoy the last part more. I expected to be much more going on up to the end, and like I said in the last video, it could have either happened really quickly after the War of the River Kings, or there could be much more going on between now and the end. But what's happened is just this vacant space where you're just marking time, and it's a lot of time. I know you can press skip day, but 100 days, which it probably was to start with, more than 100 days of skip time is not good. Anyway, thanks for watching all the videos about this game. Thanks for watching all the trials and tribulations, if you've watched any of them, and thanks for watching my final thoughts. Anyway, from Guessagaingaming, take care for now.